But first, a story you'll only see on WCNC, remembering a life cut short. 9 months have passed since the death of 20-year-old Polly Rogers.
On May 1st of 2018, the UNCC student was on a party bus with her friends. The group was heading from an off-campus house to Uptown to celebrate the end of classes, but Polly never made it. Just before 10:30, she fell out of an emergency window on the bus, landing on North Tryon Street, where she was hit by passing cars.
Friends and family shaken to their core after the accident. Dozens of people attending a vigil for Polly remembered her as a young woman full of love and life. But through everything, we've never heard directly from those closest to her, including her family, until now.
NBC Charlotte's Mark Boyle talked exclusively with her father to find out how he's coping with the unimaginable loss.
It was a life cut short.
She was the most selfless person I think I've ever met.
Everything started when Polly Rogers was dancing on this party bus with her Zeta Tau Alpha sorority sisters. They were headed to Uptown when she lost her footing and fell out of this window. Several cars ran over the 20-year-old's body. Maddie Shirley was sitting next to Polly that night on the bus.
Remembering her with all the memories that you had made with her.
Maddie didn't want to talk about that night her friend died, but Polly's father, Tim, now wanting to speak out for the first time publicly since the crash.
How's it been for you the past few months?
It has been really difficult.
Tim says he's focusing on Polly's life and what he wants people to remember about her. As for the crash investigation, CMPD still has never found one of the drivers who ran over Polly's body and left the scene.
Do you have a message for the driver who hasn't come forward?
We hope that if anybody had anything to say about it, they'd certainly let CMPD know about it.
Rogers was drunk at the time. Her blood alcohol level 2 times the legal limit. Tim told me he doesn't plan on filing any civil suits against anyone, including Charlotte Party Charters, which owned the bus Polly was on. As for her friends and family trying to heal after losing someone so close, they're now working on projects they think Polly would have appreciated, like the UNC Charlotte Botanical Garden, a place Polly loved visiting and relaxing during downtime on campus.
The botanical gardens here at UNC Charlotte may not look like much when you drive by, but when you come inside, it's a much different scene. And what it looks like today won't be what it looks like in a year and a half from now. Why a sensory garden?
Mark, the answer is somewhere just in the spirit of Polly and the enterprise.
It'll be called the Polly Rogers Sensory Garden, and it will look like this, designed with children in mind to encourage and stimulate all the senses through planting and interactive elements to help kids with autism and other disabilities. This will highlight Polly's dream of being a special ed teacher. And you heard about this sensory garden in our story. Tim Rogers and UNC Charlotte just launched this crowdfunding website, nearly $5,000 already donated, and you can help as well if you'd like to. All that information and more on this story online right now at WCNC.com. I'm Mark Boyle reporting live tonight for NBC Charlotte. Now back to you.
Such a tragic story. It's good to see her legacy living on. Thank you, Mark. In the days after the accident, the owner of the bus allowed us on board, even telling us he did everything by the book. But we soon learned that everything was not in good working order. Investigators found more than a dozen violations, including mechanical issues. CMPD says the bus was uninsured and the license plate was fake. What's more, Highway Patrol says on paper, it's as if the bus never existed.